You might be wondering why you should add wholesale to your Amazon FBA business, and I want today to tell you the 9 reasons why you should be thinking about adding wholesale to your Amazon FBA business. Now, I'm going to jump right to the big one. The number 1 reason, it's not going to be like a countdown where I start at the top and I get to number 1. Here's the biggest reason. Number 1 reason, the profit potential. Now, that's one of the reasons why we're selling on Amazon in the first place, right? We like the profit potential. Well, selling via wholesale, selling wholesale items has huge profit potentials. There's better ROI. I mean, how many times have you been trying to sell something on Amazon and you're like, how can this person be selling at this price? How can they be making any money? I know I got it for this dollar amount. How could they be making any money? Well, they might have a wholesale account with that manufacturer, and they're able to get it a lot cheaper and still make money. So that's a profit potential. There's also the profit potential of being able to survive price tanking. You know, price tanking is all about supply and demand. A lot of times the supply goes up because maybe there's a huge clearance sale with some store. The supply goes up, the prices go down. Well, you know what? If you have a wholesale account, number 1, you've got the price. You're able to buy it at the best price, and number 2, you can wait out these sales, and the prices will recover when everyone else sells out, and you'll be able to survive that. So the profit potential is huge. Number 2 reason you should add wholesale to your Amazon FBA business, you can go both wide and deep. A lot of times when you're buying via a wholesaler, you can buy multiple quantities. You can go wide on a particular item, and by doing the right kind of research, checking Camel, checking Keepa, being able to look at your competitors, making a good decision on the purchases that you make, you can go wide and deep. You're able to have a bunch of different types of products being able to be sold, and you're able to go deep on the products that are the most profitable. Right now I'm working on a wholesale order where I'm going to get a little bit of this, and a little bit of that, and a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I'm going to be testing them out. You know, I've done the research, but before I put a lot of money into it, I'm going to test it out, and the things that are profitable and do really well, then the next time I order, I'm going to be able to go deep. So wholesale opportunities get you go wide and deep. Number 2, the opportunity for consistent replens. Now, replens is short for replenishable, and these are items that you continue to order over and over again and sell over and over again because it's just that constant repetition. It's like you buy it, you sell it, you reorder it, you sell it, you reorder it, you sell it constantly. I mean, a lot of times when it comes to retail arbitrage, you know, we find things that are on clearance, or maybe we find a retail price item that's on sale, but those opportunities don't last very long. With wholesale, the opportunities are the ability and the opportunity for it to last a lot longer, where you're able to keep reordering the same thing. That window of opportunity is open for a longer period of time. So consistent replens. Reason number 4 to add wholesale, the potential for less competition. Like I said before, a lot of times the price gets so low that buying it at retail or buying it on clearance is not going to be profitable. And you're like, hey, where did these people get these items at a cheaper price? Most likely from a wholesaler. So it knocks out a lot of competition when you're able to sell an item when you're buying it from a wholesale distributor or a manufacturer. All right, number 5 reason to add wholesale, you can get to a place where you have a predictable cash flow. So again, there's some items that we ordered last fall that we're able to sell, and we sold it out through Q4. We've been reordering, and so we've been able to kind of predict the cash flow that we're going to have because of those orders, and just continue to make money, put some of that money into ordering more items, make some more money, and it's just been a really good. You're able to predict your cash flow a lot better. Number 6 reason, it saves so much time. Oh my gosh. I mean, which would you rather do? Spend 8 hours driving around town doing retail arbitrage to spend $800 to find inventory, or maybe spend an hour or 2 sourcing at home and finding $800 worth of things to sell on Amazon? It saves so much time with the sourcing. It saves time with the prepping. I mean, you get the items delivered to you or to a prep center. There's no stickers to remove. A lot of times the items that need to be polybagged are already polybagged, not 100% of the time, but a lot of the times. And the processing is faster too. I mean, because you've got multiples items, so it's like instead of just printing out one sticker for 20 different items, you're printing out a label sticker 20 times for one item, so it's just a lot quicker with the processing. Same thing when you're trying to pick the price, the selling price. You know, if you're going to try to sell, if you have 20 different items, you got to think 20 different times what's the price for these 20 items. But if you have multiples of one item, you just have to choose the price that you want one time, and it works across the board. So it's really good. Number 7 reason, it's easier to scale. When you're purchasing wholesale items, it's a lot easier to scale the growth of your business. So when it comes to garage sales and thrift stores, there's only so many garage sales you can go to. When it comes to retail arbitrage opportunities, there's only so much time that you have to go from store to store to find these inventory items. And after a while, if you're going to scale, you're going to have to start hiring employees. You're going to have to teaching them and train them, which is possible. And some people do that. But if you're wanting to keep this more simple and not have to worry about paying employees or training contract labor workers to be able to do this for you, then wholesale makes it easier to scale. Tip number 8 on why wholesale is awesome and why you should consider adding wholesale to your Amazon business is that it protects your account. There's been, people stressing out and having anxiety about being suspended from their accounts, from their Amazon's account, because they might not have proof that goes back to the manufacturer about it buying particular items. There are times where Amazon will suspend accounts because of counterfeit claims, even if they're false counterfeit claims, because an Amazon seller doesn't have proof that the things that they bought were from the manufacturer. Now, right now, I know Amazon, while I'm filming this, they are accepting retail arbitrage receipts as long as the UPC matches the product. And I know some people are taking pictures of their receipts that don't have the UPC with the items so that they can match those up together. But it makes it so much easier when you have a wholesale invoice that you can provide to Amazon if there ever is a counterfeit claim against you. And you can say, no, I got these straight from the manufacturer. They're legit. You get reinstated much quicker, and you don't have to worry about that stress. And number 9, speaking of, counterfeit claims and restrictions and things like that. Number 9 reason why you should add wholesale to your account, to your Amazon FBA business, is because you can become a brand approved seller. Now there's some brands that are out there, they're restricted, you can't sell them unless you get approved. Well, if you have a wholesale account, you have the invoices from the wholesaler, then guess what? You can apply to be approved, and that will give you an opportunity to be a seller on that item because you are approved seller. You can just, you can either send the invoices, or you can even ask the wholesale account manager that you work with to send you a letter that you are an approved seller to give to Amazon. And that's awesome too, because there's less competition because everyone else is restricted, and you can have that opportunity. So those are just the top 9 off the top of my head of reasons why you should consider adding wholesale. We're going to be doing more blog posts on the blog, fulltimefba.com. We're going to be talking about wholesale and having a lot of fun doing that. We've got more videos coming for you in the future. So consider adding wholesale to your Amazon FBA business, and I'll be here to help you do that. That's all the time that we have for today. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you like this video, you can give us a thumbs up below or leave us a comment. And if you're looking for any of the links that we talked about in this video, you can find that in the description below. Just click Show More below. It'll open up the description, and you can find those links there. And as always, fulltimefba.com is where you can find all the free content. Subscribe to that blog, and you'll be able to not miss out on any of our upcoming free content to help you with your Amazon FBA business. Have a great day. Bye.